Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. So today we are being joined by another one of the amazing women that were in the Nourish for the Holidays program last year. Her name is Janna, and I'm super excited to bring her on live so that she can really share with you how she felt about doing the Nourish for the Holidays program and ultimately why she did it. Hi!
Can you?
Yes, I can. How's it going?
It's good. It's good. Sorry, I'm just trying to make my. Okay, good.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's super exciting. This is, I think maybe, is this your first live ever?
No, well, with you on
Yeah.
your and doing it like this. I've done Facebook Lives before, but doing them like with someone else is new to me. So yes.
Awesome. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I want to give you a moment to introduce yourself to everyone and tell them who you are and what you do.
Okay. My name is Janna McCurdy, and I am a mom to two boys. They are 7, basically almost 8 at the end of the month, and 3. And up until a couple months ago, I was a full-time working mom and just had the crazy life that most full-time working parents do. And I stopped working just 2 months ago now,
Yeah.
and getting my family ready for a huge move. So that's what's going on at the moment.
Yes, exactly. I think that so many women can really relate to what you said about being a full-time mom and a full-time worker somewhere else other than in the home. So, yeah, totally relatable for so many women.
Right.
So, like I had mentioned before you hopped on, you had joined us in the Nourish for the Holidays program last year, and I'd love to hear from you. Why did you want to join?
Okay. So Renata and I have been friends for many years through our husbands, and but now she's just my friend. I
That's
mean,
right.
that's
Yeah.
all it. And when I would say that when the quarantine started, um, I was at home by myself with 2 kids because my husband still had to go to the office. I was trying to work 8.5 hours a day and trying to do school for my son at the time who was in kindergarten. And it just became an impossible task for me. And as soon as my kids could go back to daycare and I could go back to the office, I sent them, which was probably a lot earlier than most people did. I went back to the office in June of 2020. And even though I was back in the office and our life was a little bit more back to normal, um, I just, for some reason, could not make myself come out of what quarantine had done to me. I never felt like doing any housework. I wasn't taking care of myself, much less taking care of my family. And I saw around October, the end of October last year, Renata started posting these invitations to join her women's group, and it was new. And I reached out to you, and I just really felt like it was what I needed to get myself, I guess, I don't want to say back in life, but pretty much. I mean, I was just kind of at rock bottom, and just needed something to get me back. And that was my biggest reason probably for joining.
Yeah. And I think that with quarantine, just like you said, like I remember being in the thick of it. Like,
Right.
how am I supposed to like literally homeschool these children, try to do my work, clean everything multiple times a day, stop the children from touching their faces,
Right.
like basically all the things. And it feels like so much pressure
Yes.
is on us to deliver, to like manage, to like shuttle people from task to task. I mean, it felt debilitating for many of us.
Yes.
And so I think that so many women probably feel the same way even now, because it's once you get thrown into that situation, if you don't have the tools to really help yourself work back out of that kind of fight or flight mode.
Right.
When you do get stuck, you do like start sitting and in that space and wondering like, life used to be different. What do I do now?
Right.
And so you joined the program, which I was so thankful for, and you were honestly one of like the most integral members. You really brought people together, and I love that even a year later, like we're all still friends, which is so fun and amazing. But I'd love to hear from you, like what were some of your biggest takeaways from doing the program?
Oh, okay. Some of my biggest takeaways were just that, like I said, I was 40 years old and didn't really feel like I knew how to take care of myself. I think that you posted something about this the other day, that we were kind of raised in a generation where both of my parents worked. My mom was a school teacher, so even though she was home with us a lot, we were taught nutrition, but not necessarily proper nutrition. And it was just kind of like we knew enough to skim by. And so I felt like that was one of my biggest takeaways from the program, was just learning what to eat, and that it didn't have to be so-called diet food. That it was just great food that I could cook, because we all know I need a recipe. And the fact that you did meal plans for me for 3 months, that was not only dinner, but 3 meals a day along with snacks. As a working mom, that was the best thing ever for me. And not only did you give us the meal plans, but you taught us how to do meal planning ourselves, and how to take that meal plan and things like double prepping, and just getting things ready for later in the week, or freezing and doing them at a whole different week. And then probably also just it was just the community that I just needed at the time. Like you said, some of us are still really close, and even though I still talk to just a few on a daily basis, I know that if I needed any of those women at any point, that I could contact them, and it would be just as if we had talked just yesterday. So the community was a huge thing, just having those women to rely on, and the weekly group coaching calls, just knowing that once a week I was going to get to see them and talk to them, and we were going to be able to bounce ideas off of each other and just learn from each other. And then even though we only did the coaching calls once a week, just having the Facebook group, just to be able to talk to on a daily basis also, and just to you really pushed us to post the good things that we had done, and just having those women that were there to say great job, and just that they understood what a lot of women think that no one else knows what they're going through, but if you really sit down and talk to women, they do. A lot of women go through the same things, and we just don't talk about it like we should.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think one of the best parts was one of the other ladies and yourself had never met before, and you guys ended up hopping on a totally like separate FaceTime for like 3 hours or like something crazy.
We had a Friday night date, and we seriously talked for 2.5 or 3 hours, and just crazy the ththings that we ended up having in common with our kids, not only being around the same age, but just going through a lot of the same things. And and she's obviously a great friend of mine today, so it's great.
That's powerful. I mean, like, who would have known that in this program you would have found someone that you connected with so deeply, and you guys like literally have so much in common. And I didn't even see it, like, because I knew both of you separately, and then totally blew my mind when I realized how much you guys had in common. And it's amazing that you're both still like such firm friends, which is so wonderful. We need more female friends, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so if any woman is watching this either live now or on the replay, and she's kind of curious about the Nourish for the Holidays Elevated program that I have going this year. What would be some words you'd like to share with her?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that whoever does join, I am so excited for those women. I mean, it's just going to be an amazing group, and the things that you have added to it this year, it's just going to be great. And if you are on the fence about it, I would just say you do things for everyone every single day, and just do this for yourself. Make the commitment, show up to the coaching calls every week. When I joined, and then we scheduled what day we were going to have our coaching calls, I just told my husband, I was like, I am not available at this time, every single week until we went through February, until February. And I made myself go to every, and it wasn't that I made myself go, I wanted to go to every single coaching call. And not only will you be doing this for yourself, but in the long run, you're also doing it for your family, because it is just going to make you be a better person, be a better mom, and just you're going to want to show up because you're doing what you need to do for yourself. And also just getting a head start on the holiday season. That wasn't even really something that I thought about that much when I joined last year, but it was nice to go into Thanksgiving and Christmas and have the tools that I needed to not only get through those holidays, but to be out of town for those holidays and to come back home and not feel like my week wasn't planned because I had been out of town. The program is just all encompassing. It's crazy the things that you're going to learn, and I would say to just do it. I mean, there's not really a whole lot else to say about it.
That's awesome. I'm so thankful that you hopped on this live with me this morning. It really means the world to me to get like your feedback and to be able to share that with other women who like are feeling in a similar way, just like you were at the beginning, before you joined the program, and to know like the transformation that can happen when you are surrounded by so many amazing like-minded women, when you're equipped with the tools to like literally put in your toolbox that you can use, not just, throughout the program, but you can continue to use it. You can take it with you into like every other day of your life. So you're such like, one of the things I want to share with you is like, you're so inspiring. And I don't even think that you realize that. Like, you're such an inspiration to myself, I'm sure to all your friends, and also to your family. And I think that is like the most beautiful legacy that you can leave behind. So thank you so, so much.
You. And I'm so excited for your new group. It's going to be great.
Aw. Thank you. Okay, guys, if you're interested in the Nourish for the Holidays Elevated program, which I hope you are, make sure to drop a comment below or send me a DM. We begin next Monday, so there's just 5 days left to join up. And if you want to experience just a fraction of some of the things that Janna spoke about, it is available to you. All you need to do is take action. Thank you so much, Janna. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.